I don't know about you, but for me, in the last how many minutes, how many segments, I have been inspired and enlightened and informed and made aware. And that is all courtesy of Mia McLeod here for The Real Estate Buzz segment.
This Real Estate Buzz segment is brought to you by McLeod & Associates, a full-service real estate and mortgage firm. It's not about the number of homes we sell. It's about the difference we make in people's lives.
So, Mia, the question earlier after that last block was, is it time to buy or to sell?
That's a great question, and it really depends on the client situation. However, if you look at what's going on in the market right now with tight inventory, multiple offers, price increases, and a high demand, buyers are looking for properties, I would say, yes, it's a great time to sell. You know, one of the recent stats that came out by the National Association of Realtors is 1 year ago in LA, home prices have increased 14%.
Wow.
And they've increased nationwide, but just in LA alone, 14% from last year.
But I also hear that it's not all across the board. More individual houses.
Yes.
What do you call that?
Single-family homes versus
condos and townhouses. The prices increase, but not so much for the condos and the townhouses. Is that still?
You know, I've been looking back at some of our clients. We always look back at our past clients, 2009, 2010, and I love calling them. I've been recently calling some of them and saying, hey, you guys got a 15 to 20% increase in equity. And these are homes I sold to them just maybe 3-4 years ago. And I'm able to say, hey, you know, your equity has increased, and some of them are condos. So I think it also depends on the demographic, the area.
Okay, I'll give you my address later.
There
now,
you go.
if you're selling, how do you make your property stand out better than the one down the street?
Oh, there's so many different things, right, you can do to spruce up your property. Upgrades are always nice, but you don't necessarily need to spend that much money on upgrades. Again, right now, tight inventory. You know, properties are getting taken off the market right away, as you can see. So my biggest tip is less is more.
Okay.
Minimal, no clutter, keep it clean, keep it simple.
Right.
You want to allow these buyers to walk into that property. They need to be able to envision that space for them and their family. Now, if you were an investor, of course, that bought at an auction, a house that needs a lot of work, then if you want the best bang for your buck, you definitely want to go in, remodel it, put some upgrades in there. But if you're a simple homeowner, a humble homeowner that's selling, you don't have to go through all of that.
I see a lot of those happening. Some people listings would be there for, some properties will be on the list for 60, 90, 100 days, and then they start upgrading. How do you explain that? If it's such a tight market, how come those properties stay long?
Okay, 3 main things I can think of. The first one is there's still short sales. So we're still dealing with some short sales, and we're at the mercy at the lender's approval for the price of that house. And short sales still take long, you know, anywhere from maybe 60 days and sometimes still up to a year. So that can explain one of the reasons. A second reason is sometimes a seller, if you see a standard sale out there for over 30, 60 days, then either they're a seller that's unreasonable or there's something wrong with the property condition. Maybe there's a huge leak or crack in the foundation or something, so something really aesthetically wrong with the property. And the third thing I can think of is transactions and contracts, they still cancel. So even though, let's say, a property hit the market and it got taken off the market in the first week, what if the buyer canceled, you know, 30 days later due to a loan or something? So now the listing agent has to go back, relist that property for sale, remarket it again, so it can show on the market that it's actually longer.
I hear of some listings that, well, some instances where before the property even makes it to the list, it's already being
Did it?
Yes.
Well, it needs to hit that market first before you could get those listings. But people, you know, will get listings and neighbors will come up and be like, oh, when's this house going to hit the market? We're interested. So, of course, we try to keep in touch with everyone. But a good example of what's going on, we listed a house on Monday last week for $410. By Wednesday, 2 days later, we had 13 offers, and they were like $50,000 more than the list, right at $460.
Wow.
And these buyers are coming in so strong, they're even waiving the appraisal.
When it's like that, are they above?
Yes, they are above.
Asking.
So our list price $410, and offers are coming in at $450, $460, and they're waiving that appraisal.
And are these from investors or?
These are homeowners. Some
Wow.
are investors. Some are cash deals.
Yeah, well, I can't, 30 minutes is not enough. You should come back and we'll talk more.
Yes,
but for
I'm
now,
excited.
congratulations again.
Thank
and
you.
more power to you.
Thank you.
If you miss any of this or you want to take down notes, youtube.com/Kababayan LA18. Thank you for joining us today. I'll see you again tomorrow.